Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and as you can see, I've got a lot of Christmas pulled out. We are going to do Rachel's challenge this week, and that is Roxy Creations on Etsy and on YouTube, and I'll put her link down below. And what she did this week for her challenge is she took the backs of envelopes. You know, we have been using this side, but she took the backs of envelopes and she made some tuck pockets for journal pages. So that's what we're going to do. I've got lots of different papers strung out. I don't know which ones I'll use. These are from Susan, from Hello Susan. This is from Rachel and Bella Crafts. I think it's called Christmas Past. This is a Romantic Christmas collection from Stamperia. And we have more of these coming in, hopefully. This is the Yuletide collection from Blue Fern. I was looking at Jen Bishop's name, but it's from Blue Fern. And then this is from Prima, and it is called, I have to get it up here because it's very faint, Christmas Sparkle. So who knows? We might use any and all of those. I don't know. I'm going to lay them over there to the side. First off, we need to prep our envelopes. And I'm going to get my trimmer. Let's see. I think I can trim all of this off with my trimmer. I do believe. So how are you guys doing today? I am feeling a lot better. I still have a little bit of nasally kind of sound, but I am feeling a lot better than I was yesterday. Believe me. Now, I need to get a page. I need to get a journal page here. Let me find one. This is basically a journal page. I need to find out how much of this I need to trim off. Ooh, looks like about this normal journal page is about 8 1/4. So we're going to trim this down to about 4 1/8. Oops. First off, I need to get it straight. Well, we put the first video up yesterday that had the secret code in it, and no one saw it, or no one used it. So I don't know if nobody just wanted to use it, or if people just missed it. It was pretty well, it wasn't hidden. It was pretty much in sight, so I don't know. But we'll see what happens. I'm not going to tell you that we're going to put one up in every day, but we will put one up when we just decide to. So you just have to look for them. Let's see. I am going to trim this off a little bit more. Seem to be a little bit too long. Now that's a little bit too short. But you know what? Most of my paper is going to be 8 inches. So let's see if this is 8. Yep, right at 8. So that's good. I'm going to cut mine down to 8 inches. Now, this little curve is mainly what she focused on. So that's what we're going to focus on. But I'm going to cut a few envelopes down first and we'll just chat. I don't know, some of you may have missed the announcement about the secret code, and what we're doing is just putting a code. It's not exactly secret, it's just that we're not putting it in bold letters and we're not telling you that's what it is. We're just putting a code on certain videos every now and then, and it could be as much as 50% off of your order in the store. So very good codes, but you know, it's only a one-time use. So if you go to use it and it won't let you use it, then that means somebody else has already used the code. That's why we're putting up multiple ones, you know, because we're not just limiting it to one person can use. One person can use that code, but then the next day, you know, or the next couple of days or whenever, there'll be a different code. There'll be more codes. So just keep that in mind. If you want to get discounts, and if you don't, that's okay. This is just another one of our ways to say thank you for your support for all these years. Let's see. I think I'm going to open this up first and then cut that off because I really want to keep this part with my window, and see that one I cut it way too short, so that window's going to be hard to use. But I'm going to use my window in other things. Alright, now we will put it together and cut it down to 4 inches. And a lot of people have been asking, are we going to have a Black Friday sale this year? Yes, we will. I can't remember. I think I put the dates in the newsletter, but if I didn't, I'll be sending out another newsletter with the dates in it. And if you miss those newsletters, if you just decide you want to delete those newsletters and not read them, you're missing out, because sometimes we put discount codes in there, sometimes we put freebie codes in there, a lot of times we put free downloads in there. I mean, it's all kinds of things and information in that newsletter, so don't delete it. Look over it. Okay, there's 4. And believe me, those newsletters are hard to come by. They're hard to make, so I would appreciate y'all reading them. No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I would appreciate y'all reading them, but I'll continue to do them whether anybody reads them or not, because there's some people who enjoy them. This next month, we may have a big surprise in the newsletter. We don't know yet. We're working out the details, so keep that in mind if you want to know what the big surprise is. You never know what we're going to announce in those newsletters. Never know. Okay. Yeah, that keeps my window intact where I can use it. I think after I cut this one, we'll start embellishing and covering them and that kind of thing. Alright. That's 4. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and we'll start embellishing these. Oh, I wanted to show you one thing. Hold on. I have gone ahead and finished this. I put lace here. This is a vintage lace that I've had for many, many years. Put a little lace here, lace on some of the pages. I added all the tags in there. I put a key lock, a key and a lock charms. So, and then I tied it with double seam binding that matches the theme. This is ready. It's up in the store, and you also get a packet of ephemera. With every journal that I sell, I always include a packet of ephemera that you can either use in here or use somewhere else in your project. So I wanted to let you know that and show you the cover of that one. I didn't have it completed yesterday. Right, let's see what we're going to use. I don't know. I like all of the papers. That's my problem. But let's see what we got here. That one's pretty. I wonder if we could get that bird on there. We'll see. All of these are pretty. there's some of them that would work on here and some of them that won't because of the size of items that are on them. So now that one would work. It would look really collaged. So let's tear that one out. All right, let's go to another one. Let's try a Hello Susan. I'm just going to pull out a few that I think will work. I have to look. They're going to be running, let's see, this way, I think. Yeah. So that would work. Well, it's going to cut that off, though. Let's see if we can get that deer. Yes, we can get that deer in there. So we use that one. We don't want to cut off pieces. And I don't know if we can get that little guy in the snowman. No, we'll cut part of him off, and I don't want to do that. So, you know, we might have to do the owl. Oh, I think it would get it. I think we're going to have to do the owl. Let's see. If I do it that way, that's okay if it stands up like that. That's not a bother. Okay. And these again are Hello Susan, and it is her Teal Christmas, and let's see if I see the other one. Teal Christmas, and that's Teal Christmas Ephemera, and Woodland Christmas. So that is the collections that I have here from Hello Susan. Okay, lay that over there. These are all from Betty, and we'll probably cut some of these out and use them on there. That's Betty's Custom Designs. I think we can get Santa on that. Yep, so let's use this. This is from Rach and Bella, and I will be doing a Christmas journal with this. So I'd like to have a couple of them. I think we would use this one. Okay. Alright, that'll get us a good start. And if we can get any more done than that, we'll be flying high, but I don't think I will. Okay, that's going to be good. So I'm going to go ahead and tear off the edges of this. That'll just help me get it somewhat even, hopefully. And I'm just going to tear with my metal ruler. If I wanted a decal edge, I would tear with my other ruler. But on this, I just want a straight edge. So, and I may have to get up and turn a fan on. I am about to suffocate in here. The sun is bright today. Even though it's cool outside, the sun is very bright. Okay. So let's put that right there. Yeah. All right, I'm going to lay these over here. And I've got my little mat stuck down right here to my table. And I've just got some washi on it. And that's where I'm going to be gluing. It's just off camera, just so I won't push myself off camera so that you can't see what I'm doing. So more than one way to use junk mail envelopes. Isn't that fun? And then I watched, oops, look at me trying to put it on the wrong side. I watched Gail last night do this, and she put some lace and trims on hers, and I thought that was very, very pretty. So we may do that too. Hey, Gail. All right, let's find our card. Alright, now let's trim this out and see what we get. Now you could collage these if you wanted to. You could just collage on the front side and then cut it out. That would be really pretty too. Oh, I like that. Ooh, look. Isn't that pretty? And that's one that would go on this side of the page. So let's say this is our page. It would go over here like that, and then there'd be your tuck. And on some of these, I think I will go ahead and put a second pocket on. I know Rachel had said that when she was doing hers, she said, oh, you could even put a second pocket on here. I'm not going to do that on these that are so pretty like this. I may just put a little bit of lace at the bottom. And excuse my voice, and I will be having to drink lots of water while I'm doing the video. But let me, I think I'm going to get up and turn the air on just a little bit, because when I get too hot is when I start coughing. Alright, let's hold that one right there. Okay, while I was up, I went ahead and got another Fabri-Tac, because I think I'm going to have it. Okay, I think I'll put my lace back here at the back, like this. Some of this lace, I think the back side looks better than the front side. That's pretty pitiful. But, you know, that some of them have the ribs on the back, and I think those ribs are pretty. So, this is just about gone. And I know I'm going to ink, and I probably will stitch around mine too. Okay, there we go. I do have a little press here. Yeah, I like that on there. You still see all of your poinsettias, but you've got a little bit of lace that's going to be at the edge of that page. So see this, well, it would really go on, open that up, it would go on this side like this. Isn't that pretty? And then you could tuck in under here. And you can scallop these out a little bit more than what I have if you want. I think that's good enough. Let's see. I think I'm going to ink around these in the candied apple. I think so. Maybe. Let's see. I might not ink around all of them with candied apple, but I think some of these that have the red in them is going to look pretty. And I may even stitch in just a cream color thread to match this. See, I think I put that upside down, but I like it better because it's got the little ribs on it. I guess it's just whatever you like, whatever you prefer. Okay, so that is that one. Let's put that up there. And let's see if we can get Santa on this one. I think we can, if I do it right. Now, this one's going to be another one that I'm calling a right or a left tuck. So I'm going to go ahead and trim the edges off. If I don't trim the edges off, sometimes I leave that white showing, and I don't want to leave that showing. Okay, I am open for request for the month of December. So you guys let me know what you would like to see on the channel. Would you like to see just the same thing that we've been doing? You know, our ephemera, our journals, that kind of thing? Or is there special something that you would like to see that maybe we haven't even done yet? Let me get a drink, I'm sorry. This is my drink of choice. It's sparkling ice, and it has antioxidants in it. So, you guys let me know. I am up for just about anything. Just about. I plan on doing a little series of craft fairs, little craft fair projects. I plan on doing a little series of that because I know a lot of people are having craft fairs in their area. So they would like ideas of things to do. And I've had lots of ideas over the past years, but I thought, well, I'll go ahead and do another one just so that people can see them. That, you know, maybe we have some new people that haven't seen that before. And I enjoy doing, even though I don't participate in craft fairs anymore, it's just too much for me when I already have a busy schedule. But I love craft fairs. I love going to them. Okay. Now, it's kind of hard for me to see this white on white, so that's why I fold it up like this. And I just make sure that both of the sides are cut even. That white on white is hard for me to see. And if I open up my blinds where I've got a lot of light in here, it would blind you guys, so I'm not going to do that. Ooh, isn't that pretty? We got Santa on there, so let's go ahead and ink him in some red. Oh yeah, I like that. And I think again, I'm going to put a piece of trim on here. And let's just go with this one again. Oh, let's see. Wait a minute. I may not put a piece of trim. Nope, I don't want to cover up Santa's face. So let's see about putting a piece at the top. Yeah, let's just put a little piece up there. I don't want to cover up his face. Isn't that pretty? Go ahead and re-ink that just to ink a little bit of that lace on the edges. And there is another. Now you could add things to these if you wanted to. I'm not going to on these because they seem to be, you know, they have words on them and that kind of thing. So I'm not going to add a bunch of extras. But if we have one that's kind of plain, we might do that. Okay, it's time for the owl. Time for you, Mr. Owl. Okay, so I'm going to come down from the bottom up, I think. And let's see, I really want to do him the other way. I'm just seeing if I can do it this way and still not cut into my owl, and I think I can. So I'm going to flip it over. Let's see. I'll try to get these stitched. I'll try to get these stitched before I put the photos up. And I'll try to remember to put the photos at the end. Sometimes I tell you guys I'm going to do that, and by the time I edit, I have already forgotten. And I apologize. That is my little memory that I have. But I will try my best to remember to do that. You know, we have good intentions, just sometimes our good intentions don't come to fruition. Okay. And let's see. Need to trim it a little bit right here. So let's see if we can trim right down through here. I'm going to turn it kind of sort of to the light so that I can see it. Oh yeah, we still got our owl. Look at that. Okay, to me, he looks mad. I know Susan warned me and said there was an owl in here. I love her owls because she decorates them up, but doesn't he look mad? I don't know why. I just feel like they look mad. But anyway, Susan, I still like your owl. As long as you decorate them, I like them. When they're just sitting out there plain, I don't know. When they spin their head around, they kind of scare me. They freak me out. And you know, somebody said to me Sunday when I was talking about not liking owls, they said, "Did you watch that movie, The Exorcist, when you were young?" And I said, yes, I did. When I was probably 16, I watched that. And I wish I hadn't, but I did. My boyfriend took me to the movies, and we saw that, and it scared me to death. That was the weirdest, freakiest movie. And she said, that's probably why you don't like owls. I had never thought about that because, you know, that girl in Exorcist spun her head around. She was a freak. I don't know. They just never have been one of my favorite creatures. Something about they, you know, come out at night and they spin their head 360 degrees and they've got these evil looking eyes and I don't know. But that's okay. I'm getting better at it. I'm actually using them in some of my projects now. And that's because Susan is she's putting clothes on them and everything else, so that makes me feel like they're more human. No, they're more usable. Okay, and I'll just put a little bit right up at the top. And you know what I think that's calling for? Yep. Calling for a few little beads. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys I did find a place to order some of this black bling. Black and silver bling. And I ordered it. Don't know how long it's going to take it to get here. But I did order it. So as soon as it gets here, we'll put it up in the shop. Because I'm running low myself. Okay, I think that is about gone. It's just something about a little bit of black silver bling that to me just tops it off, especially when it's got some black in here. I don't know, that just tops it off. Tops it off. Okay. Now what are we going to do? Oh, I didn't. Did I ink around that one? Yes, I did. Right, let's see. Do we want to try to use one of these? This is out of that Stamperia pack, I think. Let's see if we can get this. Well, yeah, we can get the bird in there if we do that. But then when I turn it up this way, it's going to be sideways. So I don't think that one's going to work. I don't know. My orientation is always off on things like this. So I may be doing it backwards anyway. No, this little deer is going to be upright. Okay, but I'm going to cut off part of Joy. You know what? I'm going to cut this one down just a little bit. I'm going to clip it. And that way I won't take off that Joy. So it's nothing to say that you can't cut them down if you want to. Yeah, there we go. We'll still get our little deer and our flowers, but we can leave that for another piece. Now, which way do I want this? Okay. I don't know. I don't think it matters. I'll just put it down one way or the other. Yep. This glue stick has about had it. Good thing I brought another. Whoops. And there it went, right on the floor. So I'm just going to use the glue stick like this for a while. I don't want to throw that away. I don't want to waste that glue. Okay. There we go. Oh, Susan, this is so pretty. I can't wait to get the journal put together on this one. And we've already got some ephemera started for it. And I think I might, on the next one, do a double pocket on this. See what we get. We might even do a double pocket with some lace. Cute. Oh yeah, look at that. Isn't he cute? Let's see. I don't think I want to ink around him in red, so I'm going to ink around him in Vintage Photo. I think I got a little bit of envelope showing right there. Do we have a trim that we might want to use on here? No, I don't want to cover up my flowers or any of that, so I don't think I'm going to use a trim on that. I may come back and put a label or something here. Let's see. I just printed off some new labels from the Journal Boat. She's got all of these labels over there, and they're like $1 and something. They're very inexpensive. I will put her link below. Let's see. And I love the size of these. They're smaller. Ooh, there's some brown and blue ones. That would work. Let's do kindness right here. These have all kinds of inspirational words in them. And I needed some about this size. I have bigger ones, but I wanted some that were a little bit smaller and straight like this. So I kept hunting, and I absolutely found them in the first place that I looked, because I was looking at her Christmas bundle that she has, and I went ahead and purchased that because it was gorgeous. And you know, I used her fall journal kit on that journal that I did yesterday. Oh, that looks good. I like that. See? It's just the right colors. Okay. Okay, this is from the Christmas Sparkle kit from Prima. We have, let's see. Ooh, looks like we have a few more, not many. And I want to get this Santa right here, because I'm going to do a journal with this too. It's going to be a little bit different since this is not a digital. These are a little bit thicker, but it's going to be a little bit different, and it'll probably have 3 signatures in it. So we'll be doing a journal with that before long. So I think I'm going to put that down right there. And I want this side to be open. So I need to flip it like that. See, I have a little bit of trouble when it comes to orienting myself. Have you ever cut a paper and you knew exactly what way you wanted it to lay, but you cut it backwards? Oh, I've done that. I've even done that and only had 1 sheet of that paper, so there, I had ruined it. It makes me ill, but that's my brain. I have a problem telling my right from my left, so I know it's some kind of, look at that, I'm putting it on upside down anyway. It's some kind of disease, it's some kind of illness. My husband just laughs at me. When I went to the eye doctor, she was like, okay, close your right eye. And I was sitting there, and you know, you're looking through that little thing, and so she was in front of it, and she pointed her finger at the eye that I needed to close. She said, close that one right there. She said, you're not, and she said the name of whatever disorder that is. And I said, oh yeah, bad. She said, so am I. She said, I understand exactly what you're going through. I said, I have the worst time. Sometimes it comes real natural and I don't have a problem with it. Then other days it's like, which one is my right and which one is my left? And I know I've said this before, and some of you said, always look at this, and this means this is your left, because you've got that L right there. I forget to do that. Ooh, look at that, how pretty. Ooh, I like that. I am going to ink this in. Let me grab another ink. I'm going to ink this in Victorian Velvet. And let me grab a got to add more ink to my Victorian Velvet. I know I've got a re-inker up there somewhere. This is a beautiful color. It's not really the pink, but it's a, well, it's a Victorian Velvet. It's more like a Victorian or a real vintagey color of pink. Okay. Oh, I like that. All right, now what I'm going to do is try to find some lace that would go right here that's not very wide. So let me look. Okay, I have these two that are very vintage. Oh, I like that. Or, let's see. This one might be a little bit dark. Yeah, I like the other one better. This one came from one of you guys, and I could tell it's an older lace. Well, I think it is anyway. It seemed to be. And I love it, and I hoard it. I don't want to use it, but I want to use it. Does that make sense? I'm trying to get the last bit out of this jar, or this bottle. The last bit. Because you know, I can't stand to waste anything. So, I try to use the last little tad of everything. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys, Miss Brooklyn says that to tell you that she is saving all of her antiques. That's not what she said, but that's what I'll say. She's saving all of her stuff for Thanksgiving break. So when she has Thanksgiving break, she's going to come over here, and she said she's going to film with me. And she is going to tell you guys a lot of things that happened to her. She's a mess. We'll see if she films with me. She says she is, but she said, Nene, I don't want to put my hands on the camera. I want to put my face on the camera. And I said, well, we can work that out. She said, I think they need to see me. Especially when I'm talking to them. I think they need to see me. I said, okie dokie. We'll work it out. Okay. There is another. Oh, I love that. All right. Now we need to do one that has a second pocket on top of it. So that means whatever we use for the top, I don't want it to have a lot of design on it, because I want to come back with another one on the top. So let's see what we can do. Why don't we try this old blue fern paper from last year. And we'll put maybe this on the bottom and then that one on the top, and just maybe decorate it up with something. And I need another envelope. Now this one doesn't have the curve in it as bad, but I think we can just trim it like we want it to be trimmed. Yeah, let's just cut this part off. I was going to use lace to make a pocket with, and we can still do that. Okay. So, see, this one doesn't come down low like the other ones do. So, what I'm going to do is, well, first off, I'm going to cut this little end off, because we need to get it down to 4 inches. little, it's a tiny bit over 4. It's about 4 1/8. But, and now I'll put it together. And what I'm going to do is, well, I need to even the bottom up. There we go. And then I'm just going to cut it at an angle. There we go. So, it's cut just like those other ones. A little bit deeper, maybe. I'm going to trim that a little bit straighter. Okay, where do we want to? Maybe here? Yeah, let's do that. Let's put it there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let me move some of my stuff here. So if you've got these and they fall out of your little pack, then just use them like I'm doing. Okay, slide it down. I'm sorry, Gail, I didn't see all of your video. I fell asleep. Not that you were boring, it's just that I was so tired and didn't feel good. So I went sound asleep right in the middle of it. I woke up this morning and something was still playing. I don't know if it was your channel or not. Okay. So there is that. Now, what do we want to do? Do we want to put lace on here for another pocket? I think so. I don't really want to cover all this up, or you could put a piece of vellum on there, but I'm thinking just a piece of this. Isn't that pretty? See, you can still see some of that through, but this is not like that's a real big piece of... But this is not like that's a real important piece that you need to leave on the front. So what I'm going to do is cover it with this. And then I'll have a double tuck. I'll have a tuck here and a tuck there. And I'm just going to glue the back part of this down, because I think that's the widest one that I have. I think. Well, I do have this pretty little piece. Ooh. I don't want to use this one though. This is all I have. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, we'll have to use that one. This came from one of you, and this is the only little piece that I got. So, I don't know where it came from, what the name of it is. Nothing. I just thank you for sending it to me. It's so pretty. Just going to make sure that I get a nice amount of glue right there. And yeah. Oh, that's pretty. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. Oh my goodness, that's pretty. Okay, I think I got it glued almost out to the edge. But since I'm going to stitch around it anyway, I'll pick up that edge. But isn't that pretty? And then you've got a little tuck here that you can put something under. And I'm thinking I'm just going to ink it in the... Whoops, look at that. That's the wrong dauber, Edith. Wrong dauber. And this is a nice thickness. Of course, you know that blue fern papers are thick. So this is a good thickness for a pocket. Okay. So there is that. And I do want something on here. Maybe a word across here. What do you think? Okay, I think I'll put this on there. This also is from the Journal Boat, and this says Choose Joy. And I'm going to use a little bit of art glitter glue, I think. And I just turn that at a little bit of angle like that. And then we could always put a little something up here. What do we think? All right, let's put that little Christmas tree right there. This came in my little tin from Triple V Vintage. And I think I'm going to cut this white off of it, just a lot of it, not all of it. Just going to go around it a little bit. Because this is a chipboard piece and it's got a little bit of white on there. And we can ink it, but I'm just going to cut some of it off so it'll be a little bit skinnier. Okay, now let's ink it. And then I think I'll just slide it right in under there. Put that down. I don't think this is a sticker. Let me look. No, it's a chipboard piece. But you know what? If you have chipboard pieces and they seem to be just a little bit thick for your project, you can peel that back layer off of them. I have done that many times like that. Makes them a little bit thinner where you can glue them down like this. Because we don't want anything interfering with our pocket. So put that down like that. Oh yes, I like that. And then we can still get all of our goodness in there if we want. And then when it's stitched around, I think that's going to be gorgeous. Okay. So let's see what we have. Okay, so I'm thinking that's going to be enough for my journals. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 2 for each journal because I think I'm going to make 3, maybe 4. It'll just depend. But I'm going to stitch around these and then I will take photos of each individual one and I'll put them at the end of this if I don't forget. If I forget, make sure that you nudge me and let me know. Alright, let me go and stitch around these, and if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.